Hey everyone, this is Ren with Balance Pack Canine Training. Today I'm going to be teaching you an exercise to do. It's another conditioning exercise for the prong collar. I usually do this after an initial conditioning exercise, which I call the prong collar dance. This one I just call moving from point A to point B. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick two spots and I'm just going to move my dog here back and forth. Every time I turn, she's going to feel a little bit of pressure from the prong collar, and that's going to give me an opportunity to work with my pressure and release. So the prong collar works with this concept of pressure and release. When the dog feels pressure, when they come into me or consider moving with me or coming towards my direction, sometimes even a glance towards me in the very beginning, I release the pressure. Sometimes as they move into you, that pressure naturally releases by itself. But getting those releases to be pretty fast is key to this, because that's the reward when we're working with pressure. We're working with negative reinforcement. So negative reinforcement means I take something away to reinforce the behavior I want. So what I want is her to follow me, and I will remove the pressure that is applied, as she comes with me. So here we go. So I'm just going to move between two spots here, see how she does. So here's some pressure. Good. I release it there, and then we go this way. So here's some pressure. She's getting hooked on scents here, and I release the pressure. As you can see, she has the whole leash, and I don't care which side of me she's on. If she gets stuck behind me, I'll just hold the pressure. Pressure there. So I can kind of play with my speed a little bit, just because she is coming with me so easily. Good. So she's really getting caught on some mental distractions or environmental distractions. So this is what I want to work her through. Even though this stuff is going on, you still got to move with Ren or whoever has the leash. So good. Pressure and release there. So what you'll notice I'm doing, often when I get to the point B or point A, I just start to back up. So here you're going to see me just start to back up. So that is, I'll do it a few more times. Come on, girl, let's go. So I just start to back up and see if she follows me, which she is. And that's also how I can assess the pack drive. All dogs have pack drive to some degree. When we work with pressure, we can start to increase the pack drive. But I can tell how it's going through that nice head turn. But here's pressure. I release there. I reapply the pressure. Good. And then as soon as she moves, pressure goes away. Good. So you want to keep moving in this exercise. You don't want to be static. So what a lot of people do, a mistake a lot of people make when they do this exercise, is that they try to get the dog to move, to wait till she's not looking at me. And then once the dog moves, they don't move their body. So I would just do that, which in the beginning is fine. But once you start to do this movement exercise, if she comes with me, I want to show her that I'm a worthy person to move with. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. That provides some leadership. Oh, this person seems to know where to go, versus me just standing there. Right, so all these distractions on the ground. Let's go. Right there. So as soon as I got that commitment from her, it's like, let's get out of this spot and let's move somewhere else. Sometimes you have a dog that is just like super in their own world, or they're not super motivated to come with you. They're not taking you very seriously, even after you've been doing this about, 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So in that case, I could apply like a firmer pop, but I wouldn't do that. I'd only do that a few times. You only need to do that a few times. And I wouldn't do it unless I had done like 15 minutes or so initially of this gentle pressure and release stuff. Some pressure right here. Then once I get her commitment, we're off in the other direction. You have to be a little bit nimble on your feet sometimes with this kind of exercise. Okay, let's go. So the idea is she's getting a lot of opportunities to feel pressure around her neck, and that the pressure goes away when she comes towards me. It's a little more comfortable for her to be paying attention to where I'm going versus not. I'll just hold the pressure here. She's kind of off in her own world again. Good, let's go. But sometimes when I go back to this spot that was a sticky point for her before, it's possible she could get distracted again here. Notice that my leash isn't super up high. It's a little more horizontal, not like perfectly so, but just a little bit more. That'll help her to understand that I want her to make a right turn or a left turn. Good. So that's good. So as soon as I backed up, she's coming with me on that. So I've increased the pack drive quite a lot in about 10 minutes or so just doing this. Sit. So now the next step after I do this for a few sessions is going to be working on having a shorter leash and getting her into a tighter heel position. But as you can see, this kind of works with the concept of momentum. Before I ask a dog to be in a really tight heel by my side, I want to do this exercise first because I want to increase the dog's awareness and motivation to care where I am, So if I've got a dog that's, pulling me all over, really wants to be out in front, then I'm really going to struggle trying to get that dog into a tight heel if I don't do something like this exercise first. So I have to increase the pack drive and the leash handler awareness, like the dog caring about who is holding the leash, where they are. You'll see the dog glance over at you more as you do this, like checking in with where your leg is, where your body is. So that's got to increase more. Otherwise, I'm going to really struggle when I try to like get her into a tight heel. So this is a great introductory exercise for the prong collar, sort of the second introductory exercise I recommend people do. And if you have been using a prong collar for your dog and they become desensitized to it, which happens with a lot of people, this would be the exercise to kind of tune them up to pressure, resensitize them to pressure, and increase pack drive. Thank you so much for watching. Follow my channel, subscribe, and take care. Okay, let's go.